Every street has a house that seems ordinary. Painted shutters, trimmed hedges, curtains always drawn just enough to suggest privacy, not secrecy. From the sidewalk, it looked like peace lived there. But peace was only the mask. Inside that house lived three souls, bound together not by harmony, but by duty and deception. Margaret was 70, once a teacher whose sharp mind lit up classrooms, but Parkinson's had rewritten her body. Her hands shook without warning, her steps faltered, her jaw quivered in moments she could not control. Still, she fought. She wore her silver hair pinned neatly. She dabbed lipstick with trembling fingers. She whispered to herself, "Dignity, Margaret, hold on to dignity." Daniel was her only son, 42. A man carved by work, shoulders thick from factory shifts, hands calloused, nails dark with grease that never washed out. His devotion was simple: provide, endure, keep the roof over their heads. He believed love meant labor, but labor blinded him to the shadows under his own roof. And Clara, 38. To neighbors, she was elegance made flesh. Dark hair falling smooth as satin, eyes that glimmered with confidence, lips always painted, smile always rehearsed. They called her graceful, they called her generous, they said Daniel was lucky.
Clara, you're an angel taking such good care of your poor mother-in-law.
Oh, it's nothing at all. Family is family. We all do our part, don't we?
But once the door clicked shut, the angel's wings burned away. The smile evaporated, the mask slipped.
I'm sorry. My hands, they shook again.
Always clumsy. Can't you do anything right? You're nothing but dead weight in this house.
The words hit harder than broken porcelain. Margaret bent down, knees trembling, trying to gather the pieces. Clara stood over her, arms folded, disgust twisting her pretty features. Daniel never saw this face. When he returned home late, bone-tired, Clara greeted him with gentle hands and a warm plate. "Your mother is fine," she'd purr. "Everything is fine." And Daniel, desperate for peace, believed her. But everything was not fine. Cruelty lived in that house, and it was growing, hidden behind curtains, waiting for the day it would be seen. Cruelty rarely arrives with thunder. It starts as a whisper, a sigh too sharp, a glance too cold, and slowly it grows until cruelty becomes the air itself. When Daniel left for work and the neighbors turned away, Clara's sweetness spoiled. Her voice sharpened, her patience evaporated.
Eat faster. You sit there shaking like a fool. You make me sick just looking at you.
I'm trying, dear. My hands, they don't obey me.
But compassion was a language Clara refused to learn. If Margaret spilled soup, Clara dumped the entire bowl into the trash. If her hands trembled too long, Clara stormed out, leaving her hungry, ashamed, and alone. Hours stretched long in silence. Margaret sat in her chair, the television flickering shadows across her lined face. Loneliness gnawed louder than her stomach. And when Clara returned, it was not with comfort.
Always in my way. Worthless old woman.
She curled on the cold tile, arms protecting her frail body. Her dignity cracked under Clara's contempt. Daniel noticed the marks, purple bruises blooming like violets across his mother's wrists. But when he asked, she looked down and lied.
Mom, what happened to you?
Oh, I must have tripped. Don't you worry, my dear. I'm fine.
But bruises do not come from thin air, and silence is its own scream.
Clara, is everything all right in there? I thought I heard shouting.
Oh, it's nothing really. Just the TV. You know how loud she likes it?
And just like that, the mask returned. The angelic smile, the gracious tone. No one questioned further. No one saw. Until one evening, silence finally shattered. The factory shut early, machines broken, shifts cut short. Daniel came home sooner than expected. He stepped inside and froze.
You useless hag! You ruin everything! You ruin me!
Her hand was twisted deep in Margaret's thinning gray hair, jerking her head back, dragging her like an animal. Daniel's world cracked open. The illusion collapsed, and fury, cold, unstoppable fury, rose inside him. Daniel didn't scream. He didn't strike. But the silence in his face was more terrifying than any roar. Clara, who had never truly feared her husband, finally felt her breath catch in her throat. The hum of the clippers filled the room, steady, vibrating, merciless. A sound like judgment itself. Margaret's eyes widened from the corner, trembling, too afraid to speak, and Clara's painted lips went pale.
Daniel, wait, please. We can talk about this. I lost my temper. I didn't mean it. You know I didn't.
You laid hands on my mother. You dragged her like an animal. Now you'll feel what she felt.
He forced her down, binding her wrists against the wooden arms. Her long, glossy black hair, her vanity, her pride, spilled down her back like silk. But tonight, that crown would be torn away. Clara, screaming, thrashing.
No, don't do this. Not my hair, Daniel, please. I'm begging you.
The first stroke carved a raw, pale strip through her scalp. Her silky strands slid forward, covering her face before tumbling into her lap. Her scream ripped through the silence.
Stop! Daniel, stop! You're humiliating me. Everyone will see me like this. Please, please don't.
Everyone should see you. See who you really are.
Pass after pass, the machine devoured her vanity. Her hair fell in handfuls, gathering in a dark halo around her chair.
I'll change, I swear. I'll never hurt her again. Please, not my hair. Don't make me bald.
Her voice cracked, her pleas dissolved into sobs, but the buzzing drowned her out.
You're killing me. Daniel, please. My hair, it's all I have. Please, I'll do anything, anything.
My mother's dignity was all she had, and you tore it from her. Now I tear yours.
The more she wept, the more hair fell. Each lock that landed was a lie stripped away. Her mask, her pride, her weapon of charm, all gone, scattered on the tiles.
No, no more, Daniel. I beg you, please. Leave me something. Don't leave me like this.
At last, the hum faded, and in its place was silence, thick, suffocating, broken only by Clara's sobs. She sat trembling, her scalp bare, raw, gleaming under the dim light. Her tears ran down smooth skin, dripping on the locks that once crowned her. Margaret watched, her hands pressed to her mouth. Tears rolled freely down her wrinkled cheeks. Not only sorrow, but the undeniable weight of justice. That night, Clara lost more than her hair. She lost her mask, she lost her pride, and she lost the right to call herself a wife.
By sunrise, the story had already slipped beyond the walls of the house. Secrets don't stay quiet when justice makes noise. The neighbors, who once envied Clara's elegance, now gathered at the gate, their whispers cutting sharper than blades.
That's her, the wife who tormented her sick mother-in-law. And look at her now, stripped bare. Her head as empty as her heart.
Clara's bald scalp was no mark of bravery. It was a brand of shame. Her glossy black hair, her weapon of charm, her mask of sweetness lay lifeless in a trash bag, swept away like dirt. Without it, she was exposed, not beautiful, not enviable, only pitiable. Margaret's bruises would fade, but the scars of humiliation ran deeper. Yet for the first time in years, she felt seen. Her son had chosen her, chosen truth, chosen justice. Daniel wasted no time. Divorce papers were filed, signed, sealed. No bargaining, no second chances. Only silence and a vow to never let cruelty live under his roof again. He took Margaret back to the countryside. There, among wide fields and golden skies, he became her caregiver. Each morning he brewed her tea. Each night he tucked blankets gently around her trembling shoulders. When she walked, he walked slower, letting her small hand cling to his arm. She was not a burden, she was his mother. And Clara was left behind, alone. The mirror no longer flattered her. It reflected a stranger, a woman shorn, humiliated, stripped of the beauty she once wielded like a blade. Her scalp prickled under her fingers, smoothed where pride used to grow. And every time she touched it, shame surged back, hot and merciless. Sometimes hair falls not for beauty, but for truth. And sometimes justice begins with the cold, merciless hum of clippers.